Hello friend, welcome to ITLS Academy. I am Dhirendra Kumar. Today we discuss the most important topic, physiology and survival of foodborne pathogens in various food systems. What is the condition required? What is the physiological and survival of any pathogen in food required? The various environmental factors, various biological factors, and a wide range of composition that is required for survival of foodborne pathogen in food. Now let's start one by one topic. First we discuss about the foodborne pathogen. The foodborne pathogen can exist in raw or improper process and handling food. Infectious bacteria grow in food product, have varied metabolic rate and growth characteristic, and are affected by nutrient composition and status. This is the most important component. If any microorganism, a contaminant agent, grow in food, they require wide range of metabolic activities, wide range of temperature, pH, as well as also required the nutrient composition required for growth. Many bacteria are capable of growth or survival under extreme condition of food processing and storage. The food processing takes place at very low temperature, at very high temperature, and require high salt concentration and low pH. The high and low temperature, high salt and low pH inhibit the growth of microorganisms. But a lot of microorganisms grow in this extreme condition. Toxigenic bacteria generally require very specific growth condition for toxin. Pathogenic bacteria have varied heat resistance and produce spore which increase their heat resistance and the ability to survive extreme condition. Medical antibiotic and drug use may also play a role in evolution of resistance strain of pathogen. Microorganism survival and growth in food is affected by a wide range of factors. That is the intrinsic factor and extrinsic factor. This is the most important factor. They directly influence the survival and growth of any microorganism like bacteria, fungus. First we discuss about the intrinsic factor affecting growth and survival. A number of factors intrinsic to food affect microbial growth and survival. They include pH, moisture content, oxidation reduction potential, nutrient content, antimicrobial constituent, and also biological structure. Now we start one by one topic. pH, we can say the acidity. Most microorganisms survive and grow well within the pH range 6.5 to 7. This is the most important question they are asking in various competition. How much pH is required for the growth of any microorganism? That is the common pH 6.5 to 7. This is the important guys. The pH range for microorganisms growing on food is quite wide, pH 4 to 9.5, but few microorganisms grow below pH 4. A wide range of microorganisms, gastric microorganisms grow at below 4 pH. Growth and survival at low pH value are depend on the type of microorganism and other factors like temperature, acid type, salt level, food composition, and presence of preservative like potassium sorbate or sodium benzoate. A wide range of factors. If any bacteria grow at very low temperature, if any microorganism grow very low temperature, then they require a special type of condition for their growth and survival. Antimicrobial, microbial agent. Certain natural occurring substance exists in our food, exists in our nature, like a wide range of essential oil. They inhibit the growth of microorganisms. Garlic is important component, and a wide range of another molecules. Mustard oil is also contain a antimicrobial microbia agent. They inhibit the growth of microorganisms. Cow milk contains several antimicrobial substances, lactoferrin and lactoperoxidase system. Egg, milk, clam, oyster contain lysozyme which act as antimicrobial agents. Fruits, vegetables, tea and a number of plants show antimicrobial, antibacterial, antifungal activity through to rise for hydroxycinamic acid drive such as ferulic, caffeic and chlorogenic acid. So fruit and vegetables, also egg, milk and cow milk contain a wide range of antimicrobial, antifungal activity. They inhibit the growth of microorganisms and also inhibit the survival. Oxidation reduction potential. This is the important for microorganisms. It is well known that microorganisms exhibit different sensitivity to oxidation reduction potential of their growth medium. The oxidation potential reduction potential of a substrate is the substrate loss or gain of electron. If gain or loss of electron is directly associated with the reduction and oxidation process. Moisture content. Moisture content is the most important for food. It is defined by the ratio of the water vapor pressure of a food to the vapor pressure of pure water at the same temperature. The water requirement for microorganisms are described in terms of water activities, that is the AW, in the environment. The water activities of most food fresh. If any food is totally fresh, then they contain water activity is more than 0.98. But the splice bacteria will not grow below in water activity of 0.91, whereas mold can grow as low as 0.81 water activity. If the water activity level is very high and low, then a wide range of microorganisms grow. Nutrient content. This is the most important for survival. Growing of any microorganism, they require water molecule as well as energy sources, nitrogen source. The energy source for microorganism include simple is sugar, alcohol and amino acid. A nitrogen source, the primary nitrogen source of food microorganism is the amino acid is the most important. Vitamin and minerals to be required for survival or growth of microorganisms, like vitamin B are found in most food at level adequate to support the growth of microorganisms. Salt, iron is also required as a minerals for survival of any microorganism. Extrinsic factor affecting growth and survival. Extrinsic factors are those factors associated with the storage environment that can affect both a food and the associated microorganisms. These include heat treatment, storage treatment, relative humidity of the environment, presence and concentration of gaseous molecule, presence and activities of other microorganisms. So there are various factors they require for growth and survival. But extrinsic factors affect the growth and survival of any microorganism. Heat treatment. Food product may be subjected to a variety of treatment that eliminate or reduce the potential of pathogenic microorganisms. The heat treatment include pasteurization method, the simple method for milk, sterilization process. The sterilization take place with the help of high temperature, physical, chemical as well as biological, and cooking also. So there are various factors they inhibit the growth of microorganisms. So temperature is the important, like saccharophile bacteria. Some bacteria grow at very low temperature, that is known as saccharophile bacteria. Mesophile bacteria, those bacteria grow 25 to 45 degrees centigrade. This type of bacteria is known as mesophile. And thermophile, those bacteria which grow at very high temperature, that is known as thermophile bacteria, more than 45 to 90, 80, 110 degrees centigrade, that is known as thermophile bacteria. So Heat treatment is important for survival of any microorganism. Storage temperature. The lowest storage temperature of microorganism at which microorganisms are known to be grow is minus 34 degrees centigrade, and high temperature will be 100 degrees centigrade. Slightly over 100 degrees centigrade, a wide range of microorganisms can grow. Relative humidity. Relative humidity is directly associated the storage or packaging environment is important for maintaining the optimal water activity in food and control the growth of microorganisms on the surface of food. The relationship between temperature and relative humidity value. The higher the temperature, then lower will be relative humidity, and low the temperature, then high the relative humidity. Atmospheric composition. The modification of atmosphere during food storage referred to as controlled atmosphere or modified atmosphere storage has been widely accepted in certain segments of the food industry as mean to improve the cell life. So this is the important component. Thank you guys. All the best. I will see in next lecture characteristic of biological hazard in food. This is the most important topic. Thank you. All the best.